Coming up with basically, I'm going to show you guys Beyond the Basics from FLW. Is just a little short frog video that I did with them, but it's about fishing for the win, and it's using the right baits. When I go to a tournament, I don't pull a spinning rod out. I don't take a spinning rod in the boat with me because I am not fishing to win unless I'm fishing a place like Lake Erie where I have to drop shot for smallmouth, or a place where I have to fish a spinning rod to win tournaments, which is pretty much only in the Great Lakes. Grass for that. The punch rig right here is what I've kind of transformed it into, is called dropping bombs. It's a scenario where I'm using anywhere from 1 ounce to 1.5 ounces weight with a punch skirt, sometimes with, sometimes without, a Missile Baits D-bomb, and a big heavy straight shake flipping hook that I have tied like a snell with a punch stop in front. Reason I like this technique is 2 reasons. One, I can put this in the heaviest possible cover that you can find anywhere, any lake, anywhere in the country. Whether it's grass or bushes, I'm able to put this rig in the middle of the thickest place. Once again, fish are like humans. The biggest bass live in the thickest, hardest cover. The richest, fattest guy lives on top of the hill in the biggest house. So when you're looking for a big bass, you have to put yourself in that mentality. I'm kind of staying away from the riprap banks. I'm staying away from the easy places to cast. So I'm fishing this rig. I'm going out fishing for 7 or 8 bites in a day when you're out there fishing to win. You have to have that mentality, and it's a mentality that you have to stick with. You might get 5 bites first thing in the morning. You might get 5 bites all day long, but it's having that knowledge and having that understanding is what it's going to take to make sure that you catch them, the right ones, to win tournaments. The frog is a technique that I'm going to tell you like this, is definitely a way to win when you're fishing a 1-day tournament, possible 2-day tournament. But in a 4-day event, you're not going to get the weather consistent enough to win on a frog. And out of all the years that we've had BASS tournaments, there's only been 1 tournament that's been exclusively won on a frog, and that's the tournament that Fred Rambanis won at Lake Murray, where he solely used the frog the whole tournament. Me and Dean, you've seen him. Rojas is a frog freak, but you've never seen him actually win a tournament solely on the frog. He has a flipping stick in hand. He has a crankbait in hand. Same with me. All the BASS tournaments that I've won, all the club tournaments, all the team tournaments, all the Rayovacs have all been a combination, but the frog plays a big key. When that day comes and they eat a frog, it's the best bite you're ever going to be on. You know, a guy can go out and he'll catch 30 to 40 fish on a shaky head. I'm going to catch 6 or 7 fish, but once again, my 6 or 7 are going to be better average when you're fishing the frog. So fishing the right baits for better average fish is fishing to win. I lose many fish when I'm punching lead pads? No. Once I've actually got that fish hooked, I want to say that I miss more strikes than I do actual fish that I actually hook. Once I've got that fish hooked, most of the time he's hooked right through the roof of the mouth, through the eye, and he's never coming off because of that snell knot. Now, the bite, on the other hand, is something very, very simple that we all seem to have to remember when we're out there fishing. The harder the strike, the softer the hook set. The softer the strike, the harder the hook set. And the reason for that is when that fish bites that bait on a fast strike, all he did is he grabbed it hard and he turned. And when you jerk on him, he just grabbed the bait and he's holding it in his mouth. But when you don't feel him bite it, he's basically inhaled that bait and it's sitting in the back of his throat in his crushers already. And you have to really set hard. Bass can hold on to a bait and you cannot pry his mouth open and never be hooked. That's one thing about frog fishing, one thing about flipping, one thing about any technique is when that fish bites on that bait, you have to set that hook as hard as you can.
I hope you enjoyed the preview clip, and for more like that and the entire collection, subscribe to the Bass University TV. And if you want the tackle that you see on there, I want you to go to the Bass University Tackle Shop, powered by Tackle Warehouse, and click right here, and it's all at your fingertips.
You want to become a better angler?
You want to catch more and bigger bass at your local pond?
Then check out Bass University TV for hardcore bass fishing information.
Hey, I'm Pete Gluzek.
And I'm Mike Iaconelli.
And this is Bass University TV.
Welcome to Bass University TV, an online video training course where you'll learn champion bass fishing techniques from pro anglers Pete Glusek, Mike Iaconelli, and their talented special guests.
Everywhere I go in the country, I'm trying to use these techniques because I catch big fish that way.
From on the water to in the classroom,
We want to use that bait to help make that area even smaller and really find that sweet spot.
you'll learn sound techniques and strong fundamental bass fishing skills.
You want something that's got a nice limber action, that's going to allow you to build pressure and keep those hooks pinned against that fish's mouth.
Watch hours of video content on multiple topics at your own pace for a low monthly fee. Cancel at any time.
Hold on, because you're going to catch some big fish.
Information is power in the sport of fishing, so learn from the very best.
That's a key theory in all of fishing.
Subscribe to Bass University TV today.
Man, does it trigger a lot of strikes.
Here's the part that you're not going to hear anywhere else. This is the Bass University TV exclusive.